Tvcrazyman here with yet another classic television Goofs video. This time we've got more Hulk goofs to talk about. Even the best of shows can have their goofs and technical difficulties, and sometimes they have a downright blooper. Most of the time you have to be really sharp to catch a goof on the Incredible Hulk TV show, but they are there if you look really carefully. One in particular on this video is just downright spooky. In the third season episode, Behind the Wheel, which aired back in 1979, David Banner is kidnapped and it's actress Esther Rolle who takes off to save him. Classic TV fans should recognize her as JJ's mom from Good Times. She's followed by Jack McGee, of course. Notice that Jack McGee is standing next to her cab and there doesn't appear to be anybody in the car with her. At least that we can tell. A little later, boom, this happens. It's very subtle, but you can actually see a hand on the back of her seat pop out of nowhere. Is this a goof, or is there someone there ready to pounce on JJ's mom? Well, she arrives at the scene, and there's no indication that there's anybody in the back of the car now. It's very bizarre. There's no other indication or explanation in the episode. David hulks out, McGee almost gets in trouble with the Hulk. Hulk runs off into the sunset just as usual. Now, I can't think of any actors that perfected their craft any more than Bill Bixby, but even he could miss a line on occasion, and by some weird set of circumstances, one flubbed up line actually made it into the finished cut. On the episode Mystery Man in the second season, Banner has amnesia and is referred to as John Doe by Jack McGee, but for some strange reason, Bill actually forgets who is supposed to be John Doe for a second.
Might put off till tomorrow what you can cut off today.
Okay, in this scene, Jack McGee and David Banner are lost in the wilderness. Jack McGee doesn't know who Banner is. He's referring to him as John Doe because earlier he had amnesia. And his face is all bandaged up.
John, we're going on.
You know, I think I know what happened. Bill Bixby was such a great actor. He delivered his line with such conviction that nobody noticed it was wrong. In the same two-part episode, Mystery Man, McGee is totally passed out. One hand held by Banner trying to pull him up from a cliff, and the other hand is hanging down to his side, and yet in the next scene that I've slowed down for you, it appears he's moving his hand grasping at a branch while passed out. The next goof is from the third season episode, Proof Positive. In this scene, the Hulk is being chased by Mr. McGee. Lou looks like he's definitely wearing shoes, by the way. Anyway, but as he runs into a giant pile of metal, the sounds are right, but take a really close look at how the metal is breaking. Something just doesn't seem quite right there. You see white flakes here and there. If I had to guess, I would say it was styrofoam or some sort of cardboard that was painted. Look as one of the pieces flies off towards your left. It's white on the top of it, like, I don't know, styrofoam or again, maybe cardboard. Speaking of fake metal, in the episode Rockin' a Hard Place, when Banner's tied up with chains and thrown into the water, we see something really bizarre. There's one thing I'm pretty sure of, and that's metal chains don't normally float. I wonder what that chain was made of. On the same episode, we've got another shoe sighting. I mean, you can't blame Lou for wanting to wear shoes instead of running around barefoot like the Hulk is supposed to be, because, you know, you never know what you might step on. Now, another interesting thing about this episode, he's just been submerged in water. His hair is clearly wet, at first at least, and then when he jumps out of the water, his clothes are completely dry. The same thing happened on the episode My Favorite Magician when Banner becomes the Hulk during a magic act. The Hulk and his tattered clothing are dry despite having been completely submerged in water. Now, in the third season episode Homecoming, when David hulks out in front of his sister, you can tell they used footage from David's transformation scene from The Beast Within from season 1. You can see a zoo patch on David's shirt that wasn't there a second ago. Now, in the same scene, the Hulk is running from his sister's house. His wig is blowing in the wind. You can see the top of his ear is exposed, and you can see that he has no green makeup on it. Now, to be completely honest, you probably would never notice something like this unless you're really looking for it. In the episode Captive Night, we see another instance of the producers using stock footage that doesn't match up with the current scene. When the Hulk jumps out of the window into the alley, his pants change from sort of a cream whitish color to a much darker color. One more from the episode My Favorite Magician. See if you can spot the springboard that pops up when the Hulk throws the guy through the air. See it? Keep your eyes on his feet. I've got a brand new Caveman Comics out, Attack of the Zombie Monsters. It's book number 5 in the Caveman Comics book series. It's drawn by me, written by me, and pretty much everything else by me. And it's on Amazon, so check it out. Thanks. And please subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications, and a like and comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks. I really appreciate it.